Hello subscribers, just want to say a massive thank you for everybody, all the energy that you guys put into the email marketing, for being part of the team, for the people who subscribe on all the different channels. And this is the bonus content just for you guys. Nobody else gets this. Maybe you tell your friends about it, but they've got to subscribe to get it. Don't show them it. Don't let anyone look over your shoulder. It's just for you. So if you could give one key piece of information to a woman who's either going through the menopause or is about to go through the menopause, what would it be?
She's not alone. And that's a hard question. She's not alone, and you will come through the other side.
It will pass.
Yeah, it will pass.
It will pass. Yeah. Hold on.
It's an initiation.
Yeah, initiation is good because something beautiful comes at the end of initiation.
Yeah. They call it second summer.
Second summer. There we go. So, Joanna Barnes, with the womb healing, the womb work, do you wish you'd got into it earlier, or do you feel that like everything you've done with fashion and working and freelancing has it's been the perfect time to get into it for you?
Yeah, I couldn't have done it sooner.
Yeah.
I needed to be initiated and go through my life with being a mother, with losing a mother, with feeling invincible as a woman, and then being initiated into perimenopause. That wisdom has allowed me to hold a better space for women.
I think this is a good question. What would be the advice for a man supporting a woman through menopause? Because I think there's a lot of like, she's gone fucking nuts.
There's an amazing book called Wise Power, and it's actually really easy to read.
Right.
And men can read it as well.
Okay. Wise Power, is it by?
Wise Power. I can't remember who it's by.
Right.
We could put it in the footnotes.
Put it in the footnotes. Footnotes. We've got lots of footnotes on this one. Wise Power.
Wise
We'll
Power.
put it in the what's it called? Footnotes. Yeah, footnotes. Cool. So, but if there was like, what would you say to a bloke, like, not just read a book, would there be something you'd say to kind of like allow them to have more understanding, or is there certain things they could do to support their missus going through that? Because there's just no education for men at all.
No, and actually it's just as scary for the woman. You know, you can't even it together if you are in a relationship, because it can feel very erratic for a woman. But for the man, I would say, if you can, just hold that space and not be triggered.
Yeah.
That's easy to say, like not to say if somebody's kind of having a go at you, to just take that. But ultimately, a woman just wants to be heard. Women generally can work it out for themselves if they have somebody to for them to listen to. Yeah.
I think it's also for me as a man and my relationship with P, it's like sometimes I'm like, what? She's just going, what have I done? Like, why is she what's going on? And then she'll tell me, oh, I'm on my period. I'm like, oh, right, okay. I can deal with it now, because it's like, I'm understanding that there's something different happening in her energy field. And it's like, right, okay, what can I do to support you? Do I need to get out of your way for a little bit? But sometimes without that communication, you're just like, you're stood there going, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I've done.
I know, because the worst thing you can say to a woman is, oh, you due on.
Yeah, but I don't even know that, do you know what I mean?
So you're right, like a lot of couples actually write it on the calendar.
Right, okay.
So
that's good.
If a man knows the woman's cycle, you don't actually have to ask them. You can just look on the calendar and see whereabouts she is in a cycle.
Okay.
So if a man
you need to make one of these calendars. Like,
if you can be more in tune with it, then you can know when to go softer and gentler, or But through perimenopause, that cycle becomes erratic.
Okay.
So it's not that easy.
So what's that calendar just look like this?
But it's communication.
Oh, totally. Communication. Yeah, that's what always helps with everything.
Softness.
Yeah.
Communication.
Yeah.
and try not to blame, which is easier said than done. Isn't it?
Right, so what's one piece of advice or a conversation that you've had with someone that is like really prominent and always sticks in your head?
That's hard when you've got perimenopause brain.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't remember any.
What's one piece of wisdom that you're always like, oh, I'm never going to forget the thing that person said that or read that?
Well, recently, probably the last piece of wisdom for me personally was, you can be the bridge. Be the bridge. You don't have to be. You don't have to be what you think everybody else is. But the bridge is a really beautiful place to be. And the bridge is where you are able to help and be of service to other women, but you're never professing to be the one that knows everything.
The oracle.
Yeah. And I think if you can let that go, then everybody has something to offer.
Yeah, everyone does have something to offer. It's just sometimes it's like you used to always say, that thing of what's your place in the orchestra. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, who would you be in a tribe?
Yeah.
So we forget that because we're surrounded by this social media kind of view that everybody is an expert now.
And everybody's an extrovert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about the people that don't say anything but have the most powerful energy in a room? I go, that's the person I'll be.
Yeah.
Navigating to. But yeah, be the bridge.
Right, Joanna, so what's the first memory you have of meeting me?
Bowling into a yoga room full of life, like Tigger. I remember going, wow, this man really is like Tigger, and being so charismatic and looking everyone in the eye. That's what I noticed. I was like, wow, he's not shy. He's really not shy. But I'd never met anyone like you. I'd literally never met anyone like you. And I was like, wow, I feel like I'm supposed to know this person, which I think a lot of people do, because you are so, I don't want to say powerful, but just magical. Powerful. I know, but I'm not. Just so magical. Like, you're such a beautiful person to be around. And
if you could paragraph our relationship, what would it be? What it means to you?
Like the brother I've never had. Yeah. And how it's evolved has been just gorgeous. Not to say it's always been easy either. I think we've annoyed each other along the way, but...
Oh, it's been so much better since we stopped doing Stone Cold Sober. Fuck me.
Yeah. But we've got to remember, you were doing Stone Cold Sober whilst setting up a business.
Yeah.
That was like...
There's a lot going on.
That was, that nearly broke us, really.
Yeah, but I feel like we've come back to having this beautiful kind of friendship, which is priceless to me.
Yeah, me too.
I really appreciate it. And also really appreciate that we can just banter and laugh about our dead parents and shit. You know what I mean? It's just like fuck, people would go, it's like, what's that kind of humour? It's like dark humour, but
I like a bit of dark humour.
We kind of like know we've got each other's back and we support each other in everything that we do. And I always know that you're there for me, which is, you know, both being like, from not having that massive like family support, which a lot of people have, to then creating our own families is powerful. Yeah, really powerful. I even said to B the other day that if I was ever in trouble, Liam would be the first person that I'd call, because you wouldn't moan about it. And B now calls me Uncle Liam. Yeah. She got to 16 and started calling me Uncle Liam. That took 5 years. She wasn't sure. Right, well, thank you for coming on the Full Power podcast. What's your biggest tip towards someone being the full power expression of himself? Just peacocking with life, arms wide open, just taking it all in. Yeah. Put your mind to it, put your grind to it. You can do it. Thank you for being on the Full Power podcast.
Thank you.
Joanna Barnes from Oldham. We love you with all our heart, and you'll always be part of the tribe, the family, and you're a really important part of everything that we do. We love you. Blessings.
Thank you.